Good morning, everybody. Welcome for the last free seminar in the 4 sessions that we had available. And I welcome you. I'm glad you're here and you could make it. As always, I will have a short video on my blog that would capture everything that we have discussed today. So thank you for joining and welcome. I would like to thank you for your participation and hopefully you will be coming back next week, June 6th. Please mark your calendars. We will start a Q&A session. Anyone can chip in and ask questions and I will answer anything and everything as per my knowledge within the sessions, or you can always contact me and send me an email with the questions that you would like to ask. So thank you again. Today, dynamic 30-minute coach. The topic I have chosen is customer service. So what is customer service and why is so important? We will take a little tour about customer service, and we're here today to unleash your customer service potential. So yay, let's start. What is customer service? According to Torben and Wikipedia, customer service is the provision of service to customers before, during, and after a purchase. Customer service is a series of activities designed to enhance the level of customer satisfaction, that is, the feeling that a product or service has met the customer expectation. We did talk about marketing before, also the essentials for your small business, and also the importance of the small business in today's economy. There are 62 million small businesses open, and we bring in 54% of the income in the United States. So customer service is a very, very important task that makes us feel different from the others and make sure that we bring back the customers that are satisfied with our product. The importance of the customer service. Customer service starts the second you make contact with your prospect. Also is meeting the expectations and going beyond what the customer expected from you. You always have to pay attention to the overall outcome of your service and make sure you provide what the customer needs. And remember, the customer is your boss, even though you have a small business and you consider yourself being bossless. Basically, the customer is your boss because the customer is paying your bills. Without customers, you wouldn't have a small business. What it takes to do a good customer service, or how exactly can you achieve this? Make sure that you do have a way of communicating and a way of collecting information from the customer once you have made a sale. So make sure you do have some forms that you can put on your website. You can send them by email, in your newsletter, and always ask them, how exactly did you provide this information? Was it successful? Was it helpful? Was it a good customer service? Make sure you always make a good first impression. Always listen to the customer's needs, understand and act upon their needs. So whatever they need, or they want to ask you to change, or they ask you to help, make sure you do listen and understand what they want. Create trust. This is very important because if the customer doesn't trust you, they don't believe they should come back and get the service again or the product from you. And always follow up. Once you made the sale, make sure that you send them a thank you letter. Make sure that you ask them if they were satisfied with the product or with the services you have provided. And make sure you ask for testimonials or perhaps maybe a referral. Make always your first, second, 10 seconds count. This is very important. The first contact with your customer will show your professional image, will show how dedicated you are to your customers, will show how dedicated and good quality service you're providing, or products for that matter. Let's see. The customer-friendly approach. Make sure you treat them as you would your friends. Always be helpful, friendly, and be there for them. Follow up with thank you letters, a note, always. Offer incentives, discounts, referrals, or rewards. Tell them why they should spend their money with you rather than with your competitors. Why do you provide a better service or a faster service if that's the case? Why your quality is higher, or why your quality is different, or why the service you're providing to them it will help them and which way they will be helped with. Ask them how can you improve or change to fit your services or your products to their needs. What will the customer's benefit be after doing business with you? And things that they cannot go and get elsewhere. Don't forget to smile, handle the service call professionally, and always be professional, always follow up. What tools can be used for a good customer service or for a customer retention management program? You can use different tools, and there are some of them that are also free or you already have them on your computer. You can use Outlook Express for a database, an email address, or you can create little groups with newsletters, customer service support, and such. Microsoft Outlook, it's a pretty powerful program. Excel can also keep databases. Microsoft Access, it's also a good program. You can also include web forms and databases within your website or your blogs, or you can get a CRM relationship management program that they're available today online. Some of them are even free. And please don't cringe. Free doesn't mean free that it's not a quality program. It just means that it's a stripped down program you can start using. And if you like it, you can continue later on and buy the paid side of the program. With a little imagination and effort, you can create your own CRM at no extra cost. Make sure you always keep in touch with your prospects and customers. Send them autoresponders. Make sure that you're sending them a thank you letter. You can do that through newsletter subscriptions, trade show information, product information, through news, alerts, discounts, or even more. And also customer service, it's very, very close related to your marketing program. So better know your niche and make sure that your marketing is targeted towards the ideal customers. That way you will have satisfaction from their end. Before you set up the system for a good customer service or CRM, make sure you do have all the contact information or all the information you want to work with. You want to upload this information into your database, whichever you have chosen. Upload solutions in case you do already have questions in regards to a certain product or services. You can have a database where you can actually look up what did you answer and how did you solve that problem. Set up a type of automation, so if you do have a database and you do have autoresponders, the moment you receive an email from your customer, you can automatically send out the response to them. This way you will be in time and you will provide a great customer service. Make sure you set up your rules and alerts when something comes in, how it's going to be handled, where it's going to go, if it's going to keep a database on it, or it's going to send out an autoresponder. Make sure you create forms on your web, on your newsletters, or anywhere you can put them in order to gather information about your customer support and services. Upload them on your website, in your documents, information, or the blogs. You can go online and get services for good customer service retention or management program by going to salesforce.com, which is a pretty sophisticated program, and yes, you do need to pay for it. But Zoho CRM, Z-O-H-O, it's called, it has a stripped down first time free support, which has a program that will allow you to keep an actual database, to actually communicate with your customers, to keep a kind of responders and web forms you can create. Also, they can be incorporated with a one-on-one meeting and also calling and making sure you do have the time that you have spent with the customer. MailChimp and Autopilot, they are very good autoresponder programs. Of course, also paid programs, which you can actually create from your Outlook or Microsoft Outlook Express if you do know how to create an autoresponder. In the beginning, when you don't have too many customers, it's easier to manage, but later on you want to think about a program that will give you all that freedom of automation instead of trying to figure out who sent what and how you have to respond and when to respond. And use all the plugins that you're using in your hosting provider. That would be either a host for your website or for your blog site. So these are all great systems to use. How to attract prospects and how to keep track of your leads. Make sure your website or your blog is search engine optimized for good keywords and good information. You want to submit all that to your search engines to make sure customers will find you without having to remember your website or remember how to contact you. You want to use some social media tools, Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, whichever you're using. You want to make sure you do have these autoresponders ready to go. You want to have useful information when you interact with your customer, and you want to make sure your interaction is always with your customers in time. I have some tips of the day. Believe in yourself. Make sure you plan everything you're doing. Get inspiration. Commit to your customers. Take action. Always ask for help or for information for that matter or feedback. Stay organized. Make sure you know what task does which time of the day in order to be able to keep track of your daily flow. Exercise mind and body to make sure that you're ready for the next step. Research, always train and get the information in the newest technology to make sure you stay ahead of your competition. And don't delay, start today. Also, always have fun. Running a business, it's fun. Basically, a lot of people are opening a business because they have a hobby and they want to monetize it. And if you're not having fun and if the business will drag you down, you will not have fun, you will not have a good life, and your family is going to be hurt by that. Now, also with each and every other options in your marketing, the who, the why, and the how, they are very important here in the customer service as well. Well, the who is why, what is your passion, and who are you? Why are you better than anyone else, and how can you give them more satisfaction and more better service? And how can you make them feel better or change their lives in a way that nobody else would? So always have fun. And if you need support, you always find people who can help you who have the same type of businesses. I'm gonna leave you with a quote of the day, which I really, really enjoyed. The man who does not work for the love of work, but only for money, is not likely to neither take money nor find much fun in life. And that's by Charles M. Schwab. So always have fun. Make sure you're not there for the money. You make sure you love what you're doing, and you will show this to your customers by the way you talk, by the way you present your services, the products, the passion is between you and your product, and make sure you're always there for the customers. As always, I do have available packaged coaching. You can check it out on my website, and please do sign up for the next Q&A sessions in case you're interested in getting some information, or you can always go on the contact page and send me more information what you're looking for so I can get back to you and help you with your questions. I have email program setups for autoresponders and such, video editing and uploading so you do have some media for your website or your blog, marketing, how to and where to for your small business, social networking if you want to know more about it or if you want to expand that information, conference calls, how to do meetings, what programs to use, YouTube channel, a very great tool nowadays, and it's a very, very powerful place to be. I do have a special 5 steps internet presence, which will show you how to get online in 5 steps without too much money to spend and don't have to have HTML language programming background. I do have the CRM, which is Salesforce or Zoho if you're interested in setting up a good CRM system for yourselves. And I do have customers coaching. So please let me know if you need any information so I can send to you. I did really enjoy our 4 weeks and a 30-minute dynamic coach. I hope you did find information that you can use to your small business, or you did find information that will bring you back and see what else you can get or how can you make your small business better. I'm to be found a dynamic coach. You can call me 888-480-0127 on the web at placesforus.com with the number 4, not FOR, dynamicsmallbizcoach.wordpress.com, and you can always find me on Facebook under Soho Consulting. Please do send me an email if you liked what you see. Subscribe, comment at info@placesforus.com. Thank you so much for attending. I hope you had a good 4 week sessions. Let me know if there is anything else I can do for you. Have a wonderful weekend and also have a great 4th of July holiday. I'll see you back on July 6th, 8 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Thank you and have a good day. Bye.